Welcome to the Pearson Test of English, also known as PTE. This is the reading section. In this particular session, we shall be discussing the question or item type known as reorder paragraphs. First, let us understand the test format. You will be given 2 to 3 tasks. The total number of words usually amounts up to 150. The skill assessed here is reading. The scoring given for this type of question is partial credit. You will be given 1 mark for each pair of correct adjacent text boxes. 0 is the minimum score. You will be given several text boxes in random order. You need to put them in the correct order. The topics can be taken from academics, especially humanities or social sciences. Placing and pairing is the strategy that you shall be using when doing this type of question. Now here is a sample of what the question looks like. As you can see, your instruction is given at the beginning. The text boxes in the left panel have been placed in a random order. Restore the original order by dragging the text boxes from the left panel to the right panel. So these are your unordered options. You have to take them from here and drag them to this part. Of course, when you're doing so, you have to check the information, you have to check the coherence and use several strategies to ensure that your answers are in the correct order. Now here are some strategies to do this type of question. First, read the paragraphs. Understand what has been given. Look at the kind of information. At this point, it is a good idea to read through all of the text boxes before you begin and make a note of all the important content words. Also check for words that recur in any of the paragraphs or check for synonyms of those words. The first paragraph will always be independent. It will have the main idea. So check for the standalone statement. When it comes to clues, look out for the first word, anything that catches your eye or anything that again, is repeated in each of the lines or in some of the lines or paragraphs given. Look at the object and the subject in these paragraphs. The word clues can be taken from each of those paragraphs, especially the last 5 or 6 words. Of course, there is no fixed number that it has to be 5 or 6, but you can check for words there and see how or where those words are immediately appearing again. If dates are given, then look for the way dates are mentioned. There is a possibility that you might get the direct date or year in one particular paragraph and just another term for the same thing in another paragraph. For example, one particular paragraph might say in 2010 this particular incident occurred, and the following paragraph might say in the 21st century we do not expect such things to happen. 21st century and 2010 are both referring to the same thing, so that becomes your time clue. Now coming to the next bit. Paragraphs starting with pronouns he, she, it, conjunctions, linking phrases cannot be first. Anything beginning with and or because or however, although, these are words that cannot come at the beginning. They in fact indicate that an idea exists and they are connecting those ideas. When you're reading through the paragraphs, make sure you're skimming and scanning. For this, you must identify sequencing words. Sequencing words again are called discourse markers, words that connect ideas, that indicate some sort of transition. So look for those kind of words, look for any specific information that is given. If a paragraph is talking about World War II, then look for the other connecting points to World War II. Next, understand the overall general context. What is this paragraph trying to tell you? What is the message? And most importantly, look for any cohesive markers. Now, there is something that you should know about the task, which is very important, and that is focus on the topic sentence or standalone statement as mentioned in the strategies. Find out the time word idea clues. Check for continuation in objects and subjects. Look for connecting words or conjunctions like furthermore, moreover, nevertheless, etc. as these are word clues. Pronouns like he, she, it, him, her, them, they, these, those, etc. may connect to the previous paragraph. Remember, sentences beginning with these words will not come in the beginning. On the completion, reread the paragraphs. Most importantly, check the coherence and meaning. You will now begin with practice questions. This is your practice question 1. Remember the previous strategies that have just been discussed. Analyze thoroughly. Take down your notes and points and practice accordingly. Once you are done with all the practice questions, you can check with the answer list that is provided. This is your practice question 2. Use the given strategies to do this answer correctly. Since you will be practicing and you are not really using a system, you can actually write down the order using the serial numbers. This is the third practice question. For the answers, check the answer list provided. That is the end of this particular question. Thank you.